All right. So the fall of B Simone. Are you familiar with B Simone?
I know about all the stuff that happened, but
Yeah.
where is she from?
I saw on Google it says she's from Texas.
No, not.
Oh. What are you talking about? Where's she from?
How is she
Oh,
famous?
internet
Oh,
famous.
so like there was no like she's not on no Real Housewives or none of that.
No. She came
Okay.
up, through the hard way, I guess.
I kept thinking every time I saw this name, I always get confused with that gymnast girl. What's her name? Simone Biles. B Simone Biles. I was
Okay.
confused the
All right.
two.
I can see that.
So one day I saw it and I'm like, Simone Biles is getting into all this shit for what?
Yeah, so it all really it really kind of started a downward spiral ever since the protesting, and where she said like she wanted to pray for the protesters, and her religion doesn't allow her to protest, and then people were just getting at her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she should have did what Desi did and just stayed low, but no, she kept on talking. uh, and so from there, it just went from like that one. She started to protest, and all right, people left that alone. The
Mm-hmm.
second misstep that she did is that she got on Nick Cannon's. I wouldn't even call this a misstep. It's just that people internalize. I think people don't like her. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't like her.
You think?
And so when you say something that is more really based in your preference and not necessarily dissing anyone else, then people want to take that personally, right? So people
Mm-hmm.
had an opinion. People have an opinion about everything. So when she said that she doesn't want to date a 9-to-5er, people were like, why do you this, that, and the third? And I think people have the misunderstanding of being 9-to-5 meaning you're working at like Subways or McDonald's, and sort of like 9-to-5 kind of being this bigger umbrella of people working
Okay.
and having a much more flexibility working with inside like a corporation, whatever have you. But she wants an entrepreneur. So she feels like if she gets an entrepreneur, people would understand her, or the guy
Mm-hmm.
that she's dealing with would understand her, the reason why she's up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
She feels like if she has someone 9-to-5, he wouldn't understand, and he'll be in the bed watching her, click on the mouse on the computer and go like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here!" And then she does,
Yeah.
and people flamed her up. Oh man, excuse me.
We're both burping so much.
Excuse me. People flamed her up on the internet for just saying what her preference was. And then her fourth misstep or third misstep was her manifest book, right? She started selling that for $33. I'm not quite sure when she started selling it, but she had made $1 million off of selling it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw viral videos of people getting it and then seeing how flimsical it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're selling a scrapbook for $33?
Yeah.
People were disgusted. And so after that, another misstep was where two people accused her of plagiarizing the book, right?
Yeah.
Plagiarizing the book word for word or with their content and making a profit off it. And then it's like, whoa, the book is trash or flimsical and you plagiarize it. That's why you were up at 3 o'clock in the morning copying and pasting.
Mm-hmm.
That was the joke on the internet. That shit was funny. And so after that, she ended up addressing it and saying that she's going to rectify it and she's going to stop the sales of the book and this, that, and the third. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's over for her?
No. People always
Oh,
people love to hate. So they're going to keep watching her and they're going to keep bringing her up and then she's going to keep coming up and then eventually she's going to profit off of it.
yeah.
Like people hate a lot of people, but like those people are still famous. Like Alexis Sky and Ari Fletcher. So many people hate them, but so many people also love them because other people hate them. So
Yep.
I think that's going to be the case with this. And in regards to the whole 9-to-5 thing, I do think she was also talking about corporate people as well, because that was also brought up in the discussion. However, I used to also be one of those people who said that I wanted to date a creative, like someone who was in the industry. It didn't have to be radio, but it could be another creative like job, whether it's like YouTube or I don't know, like anything else in the creative industry, because I felt like other people wouldn't understand like why I'm chasing this dream and stuff, which isn't necessarily true. I found that out later. But so I guess I can kind of relate with her on that whole thing, but like I didn't necessarily stick to that. So yeah, but I don't think she's like done.
I mean, not to get so deep into it, but like the people that she wants, is she really is she qualified to have those people? Is another real question that she got to ask herself.
That's true.
And we got about 20 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
We got Stevie J. You see the Stevie J article? You think that man's in an abusive relationship?
I saw it and like, I don't know. I mean, if he had the scratches and stuff, yeah, she definitely abused him.
Yeah, he's in an abusive relationship. There we go.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about Stevie J too much. He lost his clout after the whole like Love and Hip Hop thing.
Yeah, he's old.
So Nicki Minaj talks about the whole snitching thing. I've been talking about the snitching shit. People snitch, bro. We've been watching, we've been watching 48 Hours.
Well, she said the same thing that Meek kind of said, which was the whole thing, because Nicki was saying basically the integrity of hip hop is not the same because rappers are talking about shooting guns and doing drugs, but they don't do half of it. And Meek was also saying the same thing about the B Simone thing, where he's like, why are we giving her shit when like rappers are doing the same thing and still making money off of it?
So this man can see. Meek is a fucking idiot too. I like Meek, but he's a fucking idiot, man.
Yeah, well, that's what he said.
Why is he the voice for the streets? What?
I don't know, because he was in them. Wait, why do you think he's stupid? I don't get it.
Because the fact that he can say that, right, but can't use that same thinking or thought process for Tekashi makes no fucking sense.
I get it. Well,
right?
Nicki took what he said and used it for Tekashi.
Yeah, so Meek is smart enough to know what to say and what not to say, but is dumb enough to know that he could have just said all of it to begin with.
Well, then this just proves that Nicki Minaj is still watching Meek, and Meek actually knows what's going on.
Yeah, Meek is. I don't know why he's the voice of the streets. Like he talks a lot, and a lot of the times he says is just kind of like he contradicts himself a lot. But I mean, life is a contradiction, but like a lot of things could not be a contradiction a lot of times.